Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. This is your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief AP Gaines here with another tutorial for you guys on the assault battles. Now, this is the Separatist one, where we get to use Jedi, and it's pretty simple, but there are a couple of things that we need to know. First of all, the general strategy is this Overcharge 3 gives you a ton of extra protection up, and it comes from these robots, and it is super important for your longevity to get your hands on this. The only way you can get your hands on it, of course, is Grandmaster Yoda. Now, unfortunately, he does have buff immunity at the moment, but normally I would throw down this AoE, which would steal all buffs. I would pop this ability right here, which would grant him a bunch of extra buffs, and then I'd pass those buffs around to the whole team. But since he has that buff immunity at the moment, I can't do that. So instead, I have to wait for potentially General Kenobi's turn to strip that off. And as you guys know, under Jedi Knight Revan Lead, all assists give you extra protection up. But since it makes them almost impossible to hit, you have to balance out, do I want to bring in some offense? You obviously, Jedi Knight Revan is the best lead unless you have like Luke or Grandmaster Luke or something like that. But you definitely need Yoda. You definitely need Jolee for the revives because a Grievous becomes a bit of a threat. So you have to decide, do you want Anakin for that extra offense, which I bring in, and do you want Kenobi for that extra buff immunity removal and the extra taunt? Or do you want someone like Ahsoka or Shakti to get rid of this? So since I didn't have anyone who can strip that at the moment, I'm just going to strip it, throw up a bunch of extra buffs, and now we're looking pretty. So now we pretty much just have to basic to decrease his max health, because under Jedi Knight Revan Lead, if they have extra protection, we can decrease their max health. All this is doing is just making him super easy to kill once eventually his protection up is gone. As you can see, his health bar is getting wider and wider. I don't need to worry about the B1 because it's just one B1, and he'll probably end up getting himself killed just by virtue of counterattacks. And then this is a little bit of a waste, but I'm trying to go through this quickly. So this strategy is basically the same thing. Strip the protection up, pass around all the buffs, make sure no one dies with Jolee reviving people, call in assists to help people get protection up. And that's pretty much it. So like most, I'm just going to throw this on super fast speed until I get to the very end, because the last stage, of course, requires a little bit of planning. There's one small thing that you got to know, but if you guys want to skip forward a little bit, you don't have to watch the time lapse, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so when we get to the fourth stage, we have a little bit of a challenge. That's because Grievous will take a first turn. Everyone else will get some critical damage up. There'll be some taunts. And we have locked-in healing immunity, which means General Jedi Knight Revan's ability will be semi-negated. Also, we have a death mark that could end us if we don't cleanse it. Alright. Let's get some of this stuff going on. We can't let Kenobi have that death mark, so we are going to have to cleanse it like that. Now, since they already have the protection up, all we can really do is stun Grievous and hopefully bring down his max health. The stun won't last long, but it will help us for a little bit. Alright, let's get an AoE going on, see if we can take out this droid over here. Now, really, we just gotta hope and pray that we can get rid of that healing immunity like we did there. Now we have a chance to come back, see if we can get through this. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, this is a pretty low geared, low relict team for this challenge tier 1. But I do it every time. It's not really a big deal. Mostly you just gotta take out Grievous as fast as possible, and the other droids are pretty easy. Always save that AoE from Kenobi till we have the protection up, because he'll only call in people with protection up. And now, at this point, this is super easy, so you guys, I'll see you guys in tier 8. All right, so for tier 8, there's one specific thing that we have to do really quickly. So this is not the Newt Gunray that you guys all know. This is not the OP Newt Gunray. This is pre-patch Newt Gunray. They will get the protection up, but what we want to do is we want to start working on Asajj first. The reason we want to start working on Asajj first is because you guys know her middle ability will dispel all of our buffs. So if we let her do that after we've taken up all of this, it'll be at a disadvantage, let's just say. But now that she's already wasted that, we can throw up as many buffs as humanly possible. Once our Yoda gets a turn, of course. Nice little lag. So we want to steal all of this good stuff. You'll get stealth. We already have retribution, all that stuff. Boom, we have a ton of buffs. Now we can start working on Asajj, get her down, and then start to work on all of the characters who do not have that protection up. Until eventually we get down. Once Dooku's opened up, we're going to start working on him. Everyone has protection up, so the Mass Assist will work. Go after Poggle the Lesser. Dooku should lose that mass protection pretty soon. I'm actually going to go after Poggle simply because he's ripe for the taking right now. Just get him out of here real quick. And then it's pretty much smooth sailing at this point. You can auto it. It's probably faster to battle normally just because you can throw the assists on your big damage dealers. But this is pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty easy setup. You just have to know at what stages to do certain things. And then the general strategy will help you be a lot more effective. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys later.